Welcome to the next lecture of the chapter Herbs as Raw Material, lecture 8, that is Indian System of Medicine, Siddha, Unani and Homeopathy. I am Dr. Kumud Madan, Associate Professor, Lloyd Institute. In the previous lectures, we had discussed about the Indian System of Medicine, Ayurveda, and today we shall discuss about the other systems of medicine, Siddha medicine, Unani medicine and Homeopathy. So, let us start with the Siddha medicine first. Siddha medicine is one of the oldest traditional medicines. It basically originated in the state of Tamil Nadu in South India. It is based on ancient medicinal practices as well as spiritual disciplines. It includes alchemy and mysticism. It was developed somewhere between 2500 BC and 1700 BC during the days when there was the civilization of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. The term Siddha has come from the word Siddhi, which means achievement, to achieve something. So, here the purpose is to achieve a healthy life. And the Siddhars were the men who achieved supreme knowledge in the field of medicine, yoga or tap, which is also called as meditation. Siddha medicine is also based on three principles basically. These are Vadham, childhood, Pitham, adulthood and Kadam, old age. Together these are called Triguna. The way they are called as Tridosh in Ayurveda, similarly Triguna exists in Siddha medicine. It is used for the management of chronic diseases and degenerative conditions such as autoimmune conditions, if you know the disease say rheumatoid arthritis and many other, then collagen disorders and conditions of the central nervous system. Now come to the principle of Siddha medicine. Various psychological and physiological functions of the body are made of the combination of the 7 elements as per the Siddha system of medicine. These 7 elements are Unir, that is plasma, which is responsible for growth, development and nourishment. Ishnir, that is blood, which is responsible for nourishing muscles, color and improving the intellect of the mind. Un, that is muscle, which is responsible to provide the shape to the body. Then Kolappu, or which is also called as Kozupu, which is fatty tissue basically, and it is responsible for lubricating joints as well as the oil balance. Elambu, which means the bone, which is responsible for body structure, posture and the movement of the body. Elembu, which is bone marrow, which is responsible for the production of the red blood cells or the blood corpuscles. Succulum or semen, which is responsible for the reproduction. Let us have a look on some of the Siddha drugs and their therapeutic indications. Acalypha indica, which is also called as Kupai Meni. This is a common Siddha name for this drug. And in this drug, the leaf powder is helpful in curing of the respiratory diseases. Emetic, it acts as an emetic, anodyne, hypnotic. It also has wound healing and antimicrobial properties. Another drug of concern is Adhatodha Vasika, which is known as Nis Adhatodhi. This is a common Siddha name for this drug. And here the leaf extract is useful in bronchial asthma, eosinophilia and cough. Beauveria diffusa is another drug which the common name Mukharti. Here the roots are used for the treatment of asthma, dropsy, ascites, heart disease, kidney disease and colon inflammation, that is colitis. Borassus flabifera, which is also called as Panai Maram. This is a Siddha common name for this drug. And here the entire plant as well as seeds, they are used in the cough and pulmonary affections. Now let us come to the another system of medicine which is called as Unani medicine, which came from basically the Unans or the Arabs. So this system of medicine was introduced in India by Arabs and the Persians around 11th century. It is also known as Arabian medicine or Islamic medicine. The system originated in South Asia, which is found in the doctrines of the ancient Greek physician Hippocrates. Hippocrates and Galen, they are responsible for the origin of this system of medicine, and then it travelled to the different countries. As per the literature, the medicine system originated in Greece. Asclepius is credited as the originator of this Unani medicine. The Unani medicine system is written in the language of Yunan or Arabic language. Unani medicine is also known as Islamic medicine. This system is so popular that it developed multiple times after its origin. It has been spread to the different geographical conditions of the world. It originated initially with the Greek, it came in the Greek period, then it was in the Arab and Persian period, then Spanish period, and finally Indian period also got accustomed to it when it travelled here in the India under the reign of the Delhi Sultanate. When there was Islamic rule over North India, especially when there was Alauddin Khilji, this system developed. Unani medicine treatment has three basic components which is called tri-components, and these are preventive, promotive and curative. It says that there are 6 essential elements for a healthy and a balanced life, and these 6 elements are required to have a healthy body. These are pure air, food and water, physical movement and rest, psychic movement and rest, sleep and wakefulness, retention of the usable materials as well as evacuation of the material which are not required from the body, that is evacuation of the waste material from the body. Now, let us come to the theory of Unani medicine. There have been various theories of Unani medicine. The two most common theories are given here. One is the Hippocrates theory, which is also called as Homeopathic theory. As per this, there are 4 humours which exist in the body and which are responsible for the body health. These are phlegm, that is bulgum, blood, yellow bile as well as black bile. This basically originated in the Circa period under the period 1025 AD. Evidence is given in the book of the Canon of Medicine in Persia, which was written by Avicenna, and then it was influenced with the Greek medicine and then finally came to the Sushruta and Charat. Besides that, another theory, Pythagoras theory, states that there are 4 proximate qualities which exist in the foodstuff which help to make the body. These are hot, cold, moist and dry. Now, let us come to another system of medicine that is called homeopathic medicine. Homeopathic, homeo means same, pathology is saying the pathic. So, this symptom or this medicine system is based on like cures like. This term was coined by Dr. Samuel, who was a German physician. Dr. Samuel had done a very interesting experience and he also shared with the public as well. He injected the Cinchona, that is the anti-malarial drug, into his body, and then he noticed there were the symptoms of the disease. Though he said that these symptoms arises because he injected the drug into the body and the symptoms they vanished. जब उन्होंने वो ड्रग अपनी बॉडी में एडमिनिस्टर करना बंद कर दिया, symptoms भी बंद हो गए. So he believed that. He did similar experiments with his close friends and relatives, but it was difficult for scientific community to accept this fact that how is it possible. Then further the Hippocrates theory was taken into consideration, and finally he came with this concept. He said, a substance which causes symptoms when taken in large doses can be used in small amount to treat those same symptoms. The treatment in homeopathic medicine is based on the concept of providing and prover. Here, the term prover is the healthy person, whereas proving is the symptoms that are caused by the prover, by the various potencies of the medicines. As if like drinking too much of the coffee can cause sleeplessness, that is awakefulness, and agitation as well. So, according to the principle of homeopathic medicine, this principle can be used to treat the same symptoms as well. Isn't it surprising? Now, this homeopathic medicine is based on few principles. These principles are, number one, individualization. As per the name, it means one individual. This treatment is also taken care in today's medicine, that is called as personalized medicine. As per this principle, every individual has their own psychic, their own makeup of the body, though everybody is made of the same tissue. So, one drug which is going to have one therapeutic indication in one person may have different way to act in the another's body. So, that is the principle of individualization. The another principle is the principle of similia. Here, the term similia stands for similar. As we did, the like cures like. Another principle is the principle of simplex. Simplex came from the word say called simple. So, as per homeopathic medicine treatment, or as per this theory, the drug which is to be given to the patient should be as simple as possible. Even though the patient complained the multiple symptoms or the multiple diseases, only one medicine should be given at one time. The another principle is of the minimum dose. We always have to start with a dose which is effective and produce a therapeutic effect in the body of the patient. So, the dose has to be minimum. If it does not relieve the body, yes, the dose can be increased by the prescribed people. So, this is a law of the providing medicine to the patient, law of dynamization, as well as the law of vital force. The vital force term here is the one when the drug is provided in the low dose, when the drug is provided in a simplified manner, it produces the vital force or the basic energy which is required for a good health. So, as per homeopathic medicine, these 7 principles are to be applied whenever there has to be taken care of a patient with the treatment of the homeopathic medicine. Now, the homeopathic medicine, we had an introduction. We are clear of some of the terms. It believes that various materials found in nature contain an energy field that can exert a healing effect on the body. The energy field is amplified or potentiated by the series of dilutions. So, there are different dilutions made in the homeopathic medicines, and these dilutions are depending upon the severity of the disease. Disease कितनी severe है उसके according उसकी dilutions बनाई जाती हैं. Dilution जो है that basically enhances the medicinal power of the drug. It increases the drug action. Now, this theory is also based on the dynamization theory as we discussed in the previous slide, which means that the quality of medicine is improved by vigorous shaking. आपने देखा होगा जब भी एक होम्योपैथ डॉक्टर या प्रिस्क्राइबर होम्योपैथिक मेडिसिन देता है उनकी डिफरेंट डाइल्यूशंस बनाता है. They have those sugar pills जिसमें वो अपना concentrate डालते हैं and then they shake it vigorously. Why? Because the shaking of the dynamization that allows the active principle to be distributed throughout uniformly. So, These homeopathic medicines, they are basically natural in nature. They come from herbs, they come from minerals, they come from the animal parts as well. They are not totally herbal, but they come from the animal as well as mineral parts. And the solvent which are used in their extraction, yes, some people have the misnomer. Yes, alcohol is one of the solvent which is used for the extracting the principle of the bioactive from the plants. The potencies are generally written as 2x, 4x, 6x. So, x is basically here the potency, and this x word tell about how many dilutions have been made, 2 times or 4 times or 6 times. So, this indicate number of times the mother tincture is diluted and potentiated. Now, let us have a look on the term called mother tincture. Mother tincture, as the name suggests, which is the origin. So, where does it comes from? This mother tincture is derived from the plants. Say for example, if I have to extract a drug from the leaf of the plant, I am going to take the leaf, I am going to put in any kind of tincture press. Press means something pressing. So, we are extracting out the active principle of that drug with the help of a solvent. एक सॉल्वेंट जिसके अंदर प्लांट के मेडिसिनल प्रिंसिपल जो जनरली सेकेंडरी मेटाबोलाइट्स होते हैं, टेनिन्स हो गया, फ्लेवोनॉइड्स, एल्कलॉइड्स, ये किस में सॉल्युबल होते हैं, हम अकॉर्डिंगली सूटेबल सॉल्वेंट लेते हैं, उस सॉल्वेंट के साथ हम उस प्लांट का एक्सट्रैक्शन करते हैं. और अदर वे, इफ द ड्रग इज ऑफ द मिनरल ऑरिजिन, वी डू एक्सट्रैक्ट दैट मिनरल, or if the other way the drug is of the animal source, then we extract the same. So, basically the concern here is we have to choose that solvent which is able to dissolve those principles which we need to extract. आपको लीफ में जोन सा प्रिंसिपल या जोन सा कंपोनेंट निकालना है, वो कंपोनेंट किस सॉल्वेंट में सॉल्युबल है, अकॉर्डिंगली आप सॉल्वेंट चूज करेंगे. आप सॉल्वेंट चूज करने के बाद उसका एक्सट्रैक्शन करेंगे, and that extraction that provides you the mother tincture. Now, this mother tincture is the one which is having the maximum potency, and then further you can dilute it as many times you require as per the condition of the patient. The higher the number here, say 2x, 4x, 6x, the more dilute with the and the stronger is the healing effect. Homeopathic medicine is also able or helpful to remove the poisonous properties of the drug. Let us have a look on some of the homeopathic medicines which are in use. You need to learn few examples. Say allium cepa. Now, this is a drug which is indicated in allergies and hay fever. Then we have apis, which is generally prescribed in the inflammation. Inflammation is a state where there is a degradation of that particular organ due to the release of cytokines. Then we have arnica species. This is a very common drug which is used in homeopathy for body ache as well as pain. Then we have calendula, which is basically as antiseptic in nature. Another drug is magphos, which is antispasmodic to relieve the spasm, that is involuntary muscular contractions of the GIT. Borax, which is basically disodium tetraborate. This is helpful in ulcers. Then we have another drug, tuberculinum, which is used in the tuberculosis, or it is also used in the cough in the mild doses. So, these are the different homeopathic drugs. I hope the students, the lectures regarding the different system of medicine, Siddha, Unani and Homeopathic are quite clear to you. Although this system originated long time back, but they are now diminishing to some extent. So, I hope you will go through these slides well. Thank you.